Hello my dear students, this is Abhishek Mishra, Faculty of Social Studies at Mount Literacy School, Jhansi. In this video I am going to teach you class 9th history chapter number 2, Socialism in Europe and Russian Revolution. As we had seen in my earlier videos that the atrocities of Tsar Nicholas II were growing day by day. Most of the peasants or the poor workers in Russia were fed up by the rule of Tsar Nicholas II. तो जितने भी वर्कर्स और जो गरीब लोग रशिया में रहते थे सारे के सारे क्या चाह रहे थे कि ज़ार निकोलस सेकंड जो है वो अपनी पोस्ट से इस्तीफ़ा दे दे और वहाँ पर लोगों के द्वारा बनाई गई एक सरकार चले, सो दैट रशिया कैन ऑल्सो बी टर्न्ड इनटू अ डेमोक्रेटिक कंट्री. एंड फॉर दिस फेब्रुअरी रेवोल्यूशन वॉज डन इन रशिया. तो रशिया में एक फेब्रुअरी रेवोल्यूशन की गई. देखें जरा इस रेवोल्यूशन में क्या होता है. द रीजन बिहाइंड द फेब्रुअरी रेवोल्यूशन वॉज टू डिसमिस ज़ार निकोलस सेकेंड. ज़ार निकोलस सेकेंड की गवर्नमेंट को डिसमिस करने के लिए फेब्रुअरी रेवोल्यूशन हुई थी. नाउ इन द विंटर ऑफ 1917 द कंडीशंस ऑफ कैपिटल पेट्रोग्राड वर ग्रिम. The layout of the city seemed to emphasize the division among its people. The workers' quarters and factories were located on the right bank of the river Neva. On the left bank, there were the fashionable areas, the Winter Palace and the official buildings, including the palace where the Duma met. तो रशिया में एक रिवर थी जिसका नाम था नेवा. ये रिवर जो थी रशिया में नेवा, इसके लेफ्ट बैंक पर जितने भी रिच लोग होते थे वो रहते थे, जबकि जो इसका राइट बैंक था वहाँ पर सारे के सारे गरीब लोग रहते थे. सो हेयर यू कैन सी द डिवीजन अमंग द पीपल इन रशिया. एट द लेफ्ट बैंक देयर वर द रिचर सेक्शन ऑफ द सोसाइटी, while on the right bank you may notice the poor people living over there. Now in February 1917 food shortages were deeply felt in the workers' quarter. The winter was very cold. There had been exceptional frost and heavy snow. Parliamentarians wishing to preserve elected government were opposed to the Tsar's desire to dissolve the Duma. On 22nd of February, a lockout took place at a factory on the right bank. The next day, workers in 50 factories called a strike in sympathy. In many factories, women led the way to strike. This came to be called as the International Women's Day. International Women's Day was called on 2nd of February in Russia, when the women also participated in the strike. As you can see that on the left side there were workers' quarter. So the workers were living on the left side when the food shortages occurred in Russia. So they did a strike. There was a clear lockout, and in the sympathy of this factory there were more 50 factories in Russia who did this strike. These people, those who were living on the left side on 24th and 25th of February, they came to the right bank and demanded for higher wages and reduction in their working hours. Let's see. So the workers crossed the factory quarters to the center of the capital, the Nevsky Prospect. At this stage, no political party was actively organizing the movement. As the fashionable quarters and official buildings were surrounded by workers, the government imposed a curfew. Demonstrators dispersed by the evening, but they came back again on the 24th and 25th. तो 22nd of February को ये लेफ्ट साइड से जो वर्कर क्रॉस करके राइट साइड से गए थे उनको गवर्नमेंट के द्वारा 22nd को तो हटा दिया गया, बट अगेन दे केम ऑन 24th एंड 25th, एंड इट वाज नॉट पॉसिबल फॉर द गवर्नमेंट टू फ्लेड दीज वर्कर्स अगेन एंड अगेन हु वर डिमांडिंग देयर wages and their working hours. So government imposed the curfew in Russia. The government called out the cavalry and the police to keep an eye on them. On Sunday 25th of the February, the government suspended the Duma. Politicians spoke out against the measure. Demonstrators returned into force to the streets on the left bank of 26th. On the 27th, the police headquarters were ransacked. So attacks were going on day by day, day by day. On 24th and 25th, again the workers did a strike. Curfew was imposed. On 25th, cavalry was called. Now on 26th, demonstrators returned in force to the street on the left bank. Again they did strike. On 27th, they attacked the police headquarters. So these incidents were growing every now and then in Russia. The streets thronged with the people raising slogans about bread, wages, better hours and democracy. The government tried to control the situation and called out the cavalry once again. However, the cavalry refused to fire on the demonstrator. An officer was shot at the barracks of a regiment and three other regiments mutinied, voting to join the striking workers. By that evening, soldiers and striking workers had gathered to form a Soviet or council in the same building where the Duma met. This was known as the Petrograd Soviet. So perhaps it was not easy for the government to suppress the movement or the strike led by the poorer section of the society. The next day, a delegation went to see the Tsar. Military commanders advised him to abdicate. He followed their advice and abdicated on 2nd March. Soviet leader and Duma leader form a provisional government that was also known as interim government. Okay, to run the country. Russia's future would be decided by a constituent assembly elected on the basis of universal adult suffrage. Petrograd had led the February Revolution that brought down the monarchy in Russia in February 1917. So the objectives behind the February Revolution, that was for the abdication of the monarch, somehow, some way it became possible for the people of Russia. When the abdication of monarch was done, they made a provisional government for them, and now it was the constituent assembly that ruled Russia. Okay, so here I am ending this video right now. In my next video, we will discuss about the incident that took place in Russia after February Revolution, as well as we will also study October Revolution. Goodbye. Thank you. God bless you all.